Welcome everyone. My name is Lionel. We are in here playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition for the group Unnamed Adventurers Guild. This time I'm going to be the DM. Let's present of characters. Player characters. Let's start with the older one. That will be, sorry, the oldest member of the guild. That will be Dark Forge.
I'm Alex Newton. I'll be playing as Dark Forge Scout Shield. Been in here for about a month already, but he was incapacitated during his first mission. But with some donations from some players, he's was able to get raised, and now he's back in the game. He's a level 2 fighter wearing chainmail and carrying a shield and a battle axe. He has 2 hand axes and his fighting style revolves around protecting his teammates.
Okay, the second one will be Karrik.
I'm Gerald Dempsey. I'll be playing Karrik Nalo. Armor class of 19, 3rd level paladin. Carries a long sword for his normal attacks, but he also carries a dagger for other situations. And basically, he's just out to do whatever good he can in the world.
Okay, and the last one will be a Caradoc.
Okay, this is my first game with the guild. Winnil and I have played a couple of campaigns on Roll20, and he knew I was looking for a game, and so invited me here. This character is a 1st level druid. Using Volo's guide, I've picked the Furbog class. He has HP of 12. He carries quarterstaff and a scimitar and shield. When he's using the quarterstaff, his AC is 13. When he's using the scimitar and shield, it's 15. Beyond that, Furbogs have a few interesting character traits, racial abilities, but I don't suppose I need to go into those right now.
Well, yes. Okay. I will, if you want to clarify how you enter the guild, or do you want me to help you with that?
Could you help me?
Okay. Basically, the fireballs are not known as common citizens. They are, so they could be treated as monster race. So he basically will have wanted to enter the city to explore and disguise himself as maybe as an elf or as a human.
Yes, he does have that ability, and yeah. So the reason he is not on his home territory is that his tribe was wiped out by a group of orcs, and so with no home, he basically is wandering the world trying to find his place. Happened across this city, as you say, disguised himself as a human or an elf, and entered the city looking for again his place.
Okay, so you were entering the city, and this was 2 days ago, and you saw Dragonborn and Moon Elf on 2 wagons going entering the city, and that catch your attention. So you follow them, and when you notice they enter an establishment that was kind of welcoming adventure-like people. You stay well outside, passing through many armored and heated people, and you decide that maybe this will be a good place to start to look for a way to live. And when you enter, they welcome you and they took you to Pinkos, but they notice your race as soon as you enter. For a strange magic was in the building. Basically, you enter and your this guy is dropped.
Okay.
And Pincus is the guild master, and after a bit of chat, they hired you as a member of the guild. So basically, they provide you with information about quests and adventures, and in return, you have to pay a fee. Obviously, this fee is counted outside the game calculations. So in session, if the DM says the reward is 50, you get 50.
Okay. Great.
Okay, so you are all 2 days after the last session. Is this one? Again, the environment of the guild is somewhat between the normal parameters after about a month after the incident. Darkforge, you managed to come back to the guild and receive the notice that many of the guild members were slaughtered on a vengeance from another from a thieves guild from outside the city. But the incident was managed. It's early in the morning, and you see a wood a high elf, the common high elf, and the drow elf in a corner. The drow elf lady is again practicing her lyre skills and singing a little bit. The high elf is focused on his studies on the sheets that he has in front over the table. And a little bit later, a human female enters the guild hall and says, "Hello, everyone. Is Pinkers here?" And the the high elf says, "Sure, go upstairs. He should be doing his work." And she goes up.
I keep an eye on her, my eyes never blinking, cold and staring as she walks past me.
Okay.
And then I look around.
You see a fireball and the moon elf. Apart from those other two, those four are the ones who are catch your attention. The others seem like blending on the environment of the room.
As I'm standing there, I cast Goodberry and begin eating, say, one berry, and then I put the rest in my bag.
I'm going to watch him cast a spell, and it raises my attention. But then when I realize he's just casting it on some berries, relax a bit, and I start walking over to him. Loud thuds across the wooden floor as I march.
I eye him warily as he approaches. Not sure what to make of this technological monster that is disturbing my space.
Hello.
Hello. What can I do for you, little man?
Is that a joke?
I raise one eyebrow, but don't say anything.
That is a question that I'm serious about.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. I just couldn't hear you.
That is a question I'm serious about. Is that a joke?
And again,
I stand about 6'2", so.
Okay. I stand about 7'6".
Oh, I'm looking at this is a surprise.
Yeah. Furbogs are a giant race.
I'm just watching these two.
I just slowly chew my berry and look down at him, not threateningly, not in any form or fashion. I just look at him.
I believe it is customary for other humanoids to shake hands, and I offer mine.
Very well. And I reach out a gigantic hand and take his.
I'm just staring at his massive hands actually compared to mine because I'm used to being the biggest person in the room. And I shake it.
I believe I'm supposed to say well met at this point.
As you may have noticed, I'm not like most folk.
I think you might have noticed I'm not either.
I believe I've been practicing for this. And even though I don't have to, I clear my throat. Ha 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 ha.
At that, I do throw my head back and just bellow laughter.
Okay, after that is
Now I'm
seen,
confused.
Pincus and the woman lady go down. Carrick, you recognize the woman as the merchant from the town you help clear from Ankex. And Pincus again says, well, who is in here ready for a quest?
I step forward and I tell Pincus that, as always, I am ready to help him with whatever he needs.
I step forward, eager to make an impression as a new member of the guild.
I stand beside the Furbolg and I salute to Pincus.
Okay, hello. Nice to see you again, Dark Forge. And you too as well, Karbuk and Carrick. This lady says that her town is ready to hire people to look for herbs. They want to get a bunch of rare herbs, medicinal mostly, from the woods at the northeast. And they are ready to hire adventurers were ready to go into the forest and bring them back. Basically, it's whatever you can find that is useful to them, since they are going to study the plants and see if they can harvest them on their fields.
So, out of character, are we looking for medicine or food?
But basically, it's rare food, not the ones that can be found on the market. Because well, after the incident and the fields destroyed and the animals being eaten, they decide, after they hire the other adventurers, and they decide to give them all the money from the selling of the ankheks to the Tanner Guild. They decide to use that money to explore and trying to get new ways, new creatures and harvestables to profit from, trying to kick back the economy of the town.
So, am I familiar with that region? Could I do some kind of nature check to know what type of valuable things we should look for?
Not the region, not the specific region, but as maybe forest medicine that you may think that is useful. Region, you like maybe this will interest you. My tribe use this one as a healing ingredient. This one to prevent diseases. This one to cure poison, etc., etc. If you want to go and see and make a more elaborate investigation, you will have to go to the library of the guild and see the records to see what the of the previous expedition have found. Unless your character comes specifically from that point. Let me. I'm going to show you a map of Illumina of Airwood. Sorry. This thing. Sorry, this. See the map?
Nope. Oh, there it is.
Okay. This is Illumina. This is the town another city, Andoterion. This is still starting city Red Hill. The she comes from is around this part, and the forest you want to look, they want to for you to look for is are these ones or this forest. As you notice, they are closer to the mountains, and maybe you can find a better rare set of herbs.
Okay.
You want to can roll.
Am I the only one that's hearing the attenuation in his voice?
Yeah, you're starting to break out like last night.
Okay, let me see if I can refresh this without losing the transmission. If not, I will have to recast the stream.
Well then,
A furbog druid to look for herbs. I don't know.
it seems like it might be a difficult task.
Well, indeed, stranger things have happened.
He does have an interesting ability that he can speak to beasts and plants. They can understand him, but not vice versa. They can't speak back to him. I'm sitting here racking my brain going, how can I use that to ask a plant if it's valuable?
I convinced some cows to follow me back to the city using speak with animals.
Say that one more time.
Last adventure, I had convinced some cows to come back to the city to live on a farm using
Nice.
speak with animals.
There you go.
It's like you're destined to do that, though.
I am not sure if it cut down the transmission. In here, from here, it says that it's still a meeting.
Yeah, you're much better now.
It still says we're live. That didn't drop out, and you're nice and clear.
Let's hope it keeps. So let's continue. So if you want, you can choose to come from there, but that will raise the chances for the party to find orcs.
No, that's fine. I'm going to say I'm not from there. I do have, herbalism and nature and a bunch of other lore that ought to still be of help.
So, well, you can since you are a druid and you are from that race, you know a few. Without any role, you know a few herbs that could be interesting. There are not of easy access, and the only thing will be to go directly to that forest and look for them.
Okay.
So to make things short, I will just depending on the roles you make, I will be granting the herbs rarity quality, and that will reflect on the price you can sell the herbs. But basically, the woman and Pincus are saying to you that they are going to hire you, pay you 50 golds for the trip, 50 gold coins for the trip. Aside what you can pay.
Each or separate?
Each.
Okay.
And a few more explanations. And Pincus is happy to see that new people is coming to the guild, and the guild group is growing again. Okay, in the chat erased, so if you could please repost the stats of your characters. Okay. So the lady leaves, and Pinkos is in there. If you want to ask something, something questions or something else.
I have no desire to speak with him at this time.
Okay. As you know, this Carrick, the two previous posts are still in the guild's board. So basically, you find animals you can take their pelt, and or you find some animals that can be sold as livestock. You can capture them and sell them as well.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go do this. I'm assuming the two of you are as well. It'd probably be better if we did it together.
Oh, I assume you were talking about us joining this quest.
The wolf pack survives better together than alone.
You two fellas are pretty big, and well, there's some crazy stuff out there. So, yeah.
I shall protect you, little man.
Oh, I can hold my own.
Wolves.
I can hold my own. I was just thinking it would make it easier.
So this time Pinkos is not offering. I'm clarifying. This time Pinkos is not offering you not suggesting you anything about the previous hunts. So if you want to request cages, you have to ask.
What do you guys want to do? You want to, if we're going to do it together, we might as well decide together. Do you guys want to try and find some farm animals? Maybe some animals we can sell the pelts off of, or, and, you know, if we come across anything, either of the things along the way. But, I mean, last time I went out, I took my wagon, and we had some cages and everything in case we needed to put animals inside of them.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, that makes sense to me.
There's this woman down at the stable named Lucy. I can see if she's available to go for a ride. I mean, we might even could borrow a second cart just to make sure we have plenty of space to carry everything.
I am quite capable of driving a vehicle, but if you insist on having someone else drive it.
Just someone to look after it when we're not right there at it.
Works for me.
All right, Pinkus, would we be able to borrow some cages like I did with my last mission?
Sure. Since last time you do not even use them. we did not charge you, but remember that if they got damaged, you have to pay for the price, the full price of the cage. How many would you want?
It depends. Can we borrow a second wagon as well? To go.
I don't know how that this pertains to you. If you cannot find them, the guild only has another that has a wagon. You will have to hire more elsewhere.
All right, maybe just one cage to go on my wagon then.
Okay. So you he goes away. He talks with some people, and after a while, when you put your wagon in front of the guild, they put the cage on it.
All right, if you fellas are ready to go out, we can head down to the stable, grab Lucy. She can man the wagon while we're away from it, and we can head out. I mean, really, she's the only person I know to go to. I'm not saying she's available, but it's the first place I know to look.
We'll put the cage in your wagon, and we'll wait for the other wagon to put that cage on. Oh,
Oh, I
I
only
think we
heard.
decided one cage, one wagon. I think we're talking about trying to get this lady to be a lookout for us, essentially. Is that what? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, instead of going through the trouble of trying to find a second wagon, we can just go with the one and, I mean, hopefully make do.
So basically, you know that the Arrakis has a wagon. If you're worried about that,
If you guys want, we can go talk to Arachnus and see if we can borrow his wagon again. I mean, I seemed to persuade him last time. I can always attempt for.
I'm not a very good people person, so
As the newest member of the guild, I will follow your lead.
okay. So you are right where Arrakis and Layla are. Oh, you again. Hello.
How are you doing?
We are and they both turn to the fireball, and they open their eyes wide open,
Where am
immediately stop. They immediately stop what they're doing and begin to they stand up and begin to move around the fireball, and poking here and there. Wow, who might you? What might you be?
Where are my manners? This is the newest member of the guild. He's actually gonna go out on a mission with today, and that's kind of what brings us here.
Yeah, you know the drill. It's the same thing they did with the water genasi. Laila is stroking carefully, trying to in between, trying to hold herself and be polite and like going mad about her curiosity, trying to picture and get an understanding of this new race for her.
Why don't I let y'all talk to him for a minute and get comfortable acquaintance there.
Oh no, well, it's not necessary. You can talk to them while they are depicting the fireball.
I come to ask a favor to borrow your cart again, or your wagon.
Oh, the wagon. Are you going out of the city again? Oh, well, yeah, sure. We can hire you. We can lend you the wagon if you need so. But again, you will need a driver.
Yeah, we have covered.
Okay.
Again,
I
I will.
finally make my presence known, and I say I can operate the second vehicle.
As soon as you appear, they do the same with you with the warfort. Oh wow, what this might be, and they go and move around the around you and begin to poke you and so on. A few moments pass, and they stop um, out of necessity, and they Arachris goes back to the back of the guild and tries to move the wagon up to the front.
I'm gonna turn my head to the furbolg and I say, "Is this standard human practice?"
You're muted, Eric.
Eric?
Hello. Sorry, I was putting something in the dryer. I look at him and I just shrug. Just this gigantic, my shoulders go nearly a darn foot. Just shrug.
I'm going to look to Layla, and since I'm still a pretty young warforged and I just came out from recovery and repair, I'm going to poke back at her, but as hard as I can.
Ouch! Do you want to make a roll, a strength roll, please?
No. I do not want to hit her.
No, not an attack, a roll. A strength check.
Do I need to add proficiency or no?
If you want to, you're just poking.
Fuck it. Oh, 11.
Actually, she stands the poking. Oh well, so you're curious about my nature as well. I am an elf. I am a drow. You can see my skin is dark, white, but I am.
I thought I was just saying hi.
Oh no!
I'm well aware of your species. I've killed many of them.
She pauses for a moment after you say that, but says, tries to continue. Says, "Yes, no. The when you say hi, you extend the hand. There are some variations of this depending on the culture, but it's basically this and shake your hand."
Okay, I shake her hand.
Okay, and after a while, I'm guessing I am taking much of your time. So I'm sorry, I was too curious at that, and I could not let this opportunity escape. So I apologize. And go if you want. We will waiting with my fiance on the front of the guild in the wagon, in our wagon.
Okay. I will follow you to him then, since that is where the wagon will be.
Okay. So You go to. I'm guessing you go to the stables to see.
Yeah,
Sorry, couldn't hear. Well, the wood elf, sorry, the moon elf goes to the stables and uh, he finds there again the old human male that is in charge of the stables, and he agrees again to let Lucy go out. She calls this time. He calls her, and she comes to the front and salutes you. And she asks you the same deal than before.
I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
I'm cutting again.
No, my speaker died.
Okay. So basically, you go to the stables and find the old man and find Lucy, and she asks you if it's the same deal again. You hire her to drive a car outside the city for a number of days.
Yeah, it's basically the same deal. We don't need you to drive though. We just need you to kind of keep an eye on them if we end up having to step away from them at any point in time.
Drive and guard the carts. Okay. Okay. If she agrees, but she says to you, I am not a trained soldier or a warrior. I do not know how to use weaponry or protect myself with armors. So I am not sure if I will be of use to you this time. If it is to guard the wagons, I can be a driver, but I'm not confident being a guard. If you need a guard, you better go to the mercenaries group and hire a soldier.
Is there anybody particular that you could recommend?
She thinks a little bit. No, I do not deal with much with adventures with adventurers outside or soldiers outside this stable. The only ones who come here and go out, and not all of them are as polite as you're being.
So I turned to my companions for uh, this trip, and I asked them, "Do you guys think that we need to search somebody out, or do you think we can stay within a visual of the wagons to make sure that they're okay?"
So her assignment is just watch duty?
No, not necessarily, but
I would think if we were going for the really rare herbs that we may have to walk far from the wagon trail.
I'm gonna step up to like maybe about a foot away from her, and I'm just gonna examine her body structure and how tall she is, how she looks.
She's a half elf lady, a little bit higher in age than the moon elf. Blonde hair, ponytail, and commoner clothes, and she's not beefy, but she's not skinny.
So let me ask this, just semi out of character. I mean, is all this mess really worth it? If we look at getting really rare herbs and look at the fact that I can carry approximately 200 pounds of them before I become encumbered, isn't that worth more than enough to make it worth our while to not deal with this mess?
Well, it's the other things that we're going to come across that we're trying to be prepared for.
I can also carry 285 pounds of materials before I become slowed as well. And I'm still examining the half elf, even though I'm replying to them.
Basically, your calculation are that if you're going only for the herbs, you can leave them on the wagon, and you only have to protect one wagon. If you want to get more income for whatever reason, you might want more income. You can, if you find something, some rare animal that can be used as livestock, then you may need an additional wagon, but it is not certain. It depends on how do you want to approach the situation.
How much can you lift, woman?
She makes a strange, surprised gesture and says, "I don't know, about 50 pounds, 50. I have not measured it."
Well, I see no reason not to take her. She's just a watchman after all. Driver.
No, you see, she's not okay. She's a driver, but not a watcher. Basically, she will have to run and hide. She could get what she has, what you think she could help you with is take care of the horses, because she works on a stable, so she knows basically about food, what food they need, and maybe provide the enough amount of water and stuff like that. She might be of help about that, but to guard the wagons and the horses, no, she will not be of help.
I'm gonna ask
just
her
to watch.
if there's any trouble and we're not near the wagon, would you feel comfortable enough to just head back to the city with the wagon and stay outside of that danger zone?
But what if the trouble happens upon her in such a way that she cannot get away?
She better be good at screaming. And I step back from her.
I would not feel
saying
comfortable having someone in my employ or care left like this. I would insist we hire a mercenary or we go without the wagon.
I mean, if y'all want to focus on herbs, we probably don't need the wagon. But then again, we might. So
I mean, between the three of us, we can probably carry between 500 and 600 pounds before we become encumbered. So if we were just focused on herbs, 600 pounds of herbs, that could feed a village.
It's not the same to harvest harvest herbs and to carefully pick them up for them to be planted again. You know that.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Okay, let's forget. Let's go find a soldier or somebody who is somewhat combat competent, and we'll take the wagons. And I mean, we don't need a driver, so um, where would be the
Okay,
best place to
so
go for that?
you will go to the mercenaries. The mercenaries. I will not like to say compound or more like guild. And
mercenary
you chat with the clerk, the male human male clerk, and say who might you want to hire. And basically I'm going to speak it out of character to speed this thing up. You get to hire one first level warrior fighter for I think is 15 gold coins or 10 gold coins. I forgot that, Alex.
All right, he's you're hired. I give him the 15 gold
Yeah.
coins.
No, wait,
And,
I'm asking if Alex remembers. There is a standard. Is 25 for a tiered level mercenary. For a second level is 20, and I think it's 15 or 10 for a first level mercenary.
Level 1 is 15, level 2 was 25, and level 3 was like 50.
50? So you heard the prices.
but if this guy's he's a level 1 fighter.
for 10. I mean, we're level 1. We're level 1 and 2. He's a guard. Let's just go for the 10 gold.
15 gold the first level, and you don't have to pay him at this moment. You just hire him. He goes for with you 15 gold per day, and when you come back, he takes his cut from what you win.
All right. So I guess I head to the wagons and I get ready to go.
Okay, you hire him first level. Let me check something. Nope, it's a standard. Does not know how to drive a cart. So you hire and you mount all the equipment you're going to need, including a extra feet in case. And Laila and Aracris borrow you their wagon. And you drive them out of the city and begin to go north through the road. It takes you one whole day to arrive to the outskirts, to the exterior part of the forest.
So that
But
counts as a long rest then as well. So I've got my spell slot back.
Did you use a spell? Okay.
Good berries.
Blueberry. It's night. not 24 hours, but
Like
a day
12
of travel
hours.
is
12 hours.
yes.
Okay.
And you arrive to the outside part of the forest. So you will have to let the horses rest. So basically, you will have to come there.
I'll gather some wood and get ready for a fire. If you guys want to get some rations off my wagon and feed the horses.
Sure.
I also have a barrel of ale. You can help yourselves too.
Is that another joke?
5 minutes later, I empty the entire barrel and burp very loudly. No, I'm kidding.
I feed the horses, and then after that, I walk around.
So okay. So can you tell me the order of the watch?
I say that if I shut down now, I can stay up for another 20 hours. And I can watch for the rest of the night.
Then I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Good to know. Then I shut down. I just go limp standing up.
And you were a group. Okay. So oddly enough, the night passes uneventfully for way out of uh, of city town city/town area, and you wake up in the morning and everything is fine and well.
So from yesterday when we were at the guild hall to now,
Yes.
how many hours would you say have passed?
uh, 24 hours.
Okay.
You had your long rest and your spells slots back and can prepare your new batch of spells.
Gotcha. Thanks.
The horses are well rested as well, and you may resume your travel through the forest. It will take a bit more, and the more you enter uh, the harder it will be uh, wag the to move the wagons.
So how much further do we have to go until we get to the area where we'd want to go into the woods and leave the guard?
Let me try to share again the map. It does not cut the sound. So basically, you arrive here, take 1 day to arrive here. Uh, I am assuming that you are going to move through this part, but basically, you have to tell me um, how often are you going to stop and look for the herbs. This whole area of forest is about, let's say, 4 days walking through it from point to point.
So I'm thinking every hour or two we would stop and try and search.
Okay.
Agreed.
Is anyone proficient on survival?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay, so roll how many? It will be 8 hours per day without exhaustion. So 8 rolls.
And I'm sorry, what is the survival to check for?
Survival is for you to get the layout of the terrain and the like to know the which species are of plants are around the patch you are searching around,
Okay.
and make take the idea of the ecology and that stuff and trying to identify, oh wait, this patch of plants mean that a bit more there will be a rare one or something like that.
Okay. And you said eight rolls?
You're going to spot one, yeah, basically, or let's cut it to 4 rolls per day,
Oh, okay.
investing on this, and you will just double the results. And and I want for you to tell me if you how many of you are going to be searching.
I probably wouldn't be doing any of the searching. I would probably be just sitting in the wagon, really.
So I'm sorry, how many rolls are we supposed to make?
4 per day.
So 16 rolls.
If you want to search the whole forest, yes.
Do we want to search the whole forest? Or just say 2 days out and then come back? I don't know.
Let's search the whole thing.
Okay.
We're
I do
here.
not see why not.
Sure.
Then again, I'm the one who doesn't have to eat.
I can feed us from the land.
I have rations, so I'm content.
And I've got good berries if all else fails.
And what about you, soldier? And I look at the guard who's just been sitting on the wagon.
I will be eating from my rations if you cannot find good spots. If you're going to stop and hunt animals, it will take one of the rolls. I will not make you a roll on attack or make an. It will just take one of the rolls.
So I'm an outlander, and with that I have the ability to feed us from the land. It's automatic.
Okay. So you will take. You will, let's say, you will waste quotes. You will waste 2 hours to get food per each day to feed the including the horses.
Okay.
So basically three rolls per day. But you roll the 4 anyway.
Wait a minute.
Roll 4.
3 rolls per day? What?
You will waste 2 hours
Mhm.
getting the food. So basically, you will only need to roll 3. But to speed things up, just roll only 16 rolls, and we will pick from each day the lower roll.
Okay. Got it.
In that time, you were looking for food. And
Right. There's the rolls.
and you can send me the rolls through Facebook, I guess. Oh wait, I have not opened Facebook. Gerald, can you send me
Group chat.
please?
All right. And I mean, how many actual rolls am I doing?
16.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm clarifying. Lower than 10, you find nothing. Lower than between 10 and 15, it's common stuff that you could find on the market. So that will be for you to eat if you want, but it will not be worth enough, or at least not as much as it will be. Basically, dead weight, quotes again. Over between 15 and 20, you get a uncommon and rare-ish herbs, and those will be the cheapest one that you could begin to sell to them. And over 20 will be the quite rare and pricey ones. Over, let's see how much. One, two, three, four. Okay. And it's time for me to roll some stuff here.
Can you see my rolls?
Did you chat them to someone?
Put them in the chat part of this of the hangout.
I can't see them. That's what I telling you. If you are from the phone, you can message Alex or me, and I will add them to the chat, or he could add them to the chat.
You got mine though, right?
Yes, yours and Alex are in the chat. So,
we've been out here for nearly 5 days now, and I've just dawned on me that I do not know who I'm traveling with. I would like to ask my companions their names.
I'm Car Nalo.
My name is unpronounceable in your speech, but you may call me Kardak.
Name is Darkforge Scout Shield. Pleasure doing business with you.
Well, we're all brothers in the guild's eyes.
Okay, sorry, I was muted. Clarify things and cut it down. The once over 20, you get 4 per each roll. The between 15 and 20, 10 per each roll. And if you want to harvest, sorry, if you want to take the common plants from 10 to 15, it will be 20 each, or double if you just want to harvest. So it will be 40 if you only want to harvest those. The units, and a total of I don't know, like 200 pounds total. They are not big ones.
Okay.
At the end of the 4th day, what you were doing was getting close to the mountains because you were trying to avoid the mountains. You have heard strange. You have heard that the closer to the mountains, the danger increases. But by the end of the 4th day, you begin to smell a rotten odor in the air.
Do y'all smell that?
Yes.
Did Caradoc fart himself again?
I think it is time to turn around, gentlemen.
Very well.
So you are not going to investigate. Okay.
Well, do we know what has died?
You don't know if something has died around there.
That's why I'm asking my friends.
Sorry.
I didn't see anything.
Do we wish to investigate?
Yes. And I start heading towards it.
I follow him.
Okay. Give me a perception check. No, give me an investigation.
19.
Yeah, you find the spot by the door, and strangely enough, there is a bunch of dead corpses. Some of them are animal corpses, but to your surprise, many of them are humanoid.
Hmm.
Can I check them out to see how they died?
Roll medicine.
I'll be right back real quick.
Okay,
6.
no idea. Well, except for the obvious. Some arrows are sting on some corpses. Some have cuts. Um, and there seems on occasion, I don't know, marks that are not made, you think are not made from weapons, but you cannot ascertain what.
These are some interesting marks here.
Right now you are except Karadok. The others are around 30 feet away from the mount, and Karadok has to go closer and is around 5 to 15 feet away from the mount of corpses.
Hmm.
So, what do you believe has happened?
I have no idea.
Should we investigate further?
Well, why don't you come up closer to me, and then I'll walk up there and poke the pile and see what happens.
All right.
You poke one of the bodies, and it falls from the mount to your feet, but nothing for now. Nothing else.
Okay. Excuse me.
Does it smell that bad over there?
Oh, very much so.
Makes me glad that I can't throw up.
It's pretty wretched even from here.
I'm gonna.
What are you going to do?
Bodies.
Sorry?
I'm gonna check the animal bodies.
Okay. What do you want? What are you checking for?
What are they?
Most wild animals of medium or small size. Um, um, you will have to inspect carefully to get more information, but basically rabbits, deers, and small animals.
Well, yeah, I'm walking to them, so
Roll an investigation, please.
8.
Yeah, you know that there are animals, wild animals from the forest. Nothing else seems to catch
I'd like to check
your
and see if
attention.
there are any tracks indicating where maybe a creature that did this went off to, or
Okay, roll survival.
21.
Yes, there are set of tracks, humanoid tracks, going and coming, and the direction of the path goes to the mountains, further deep.
I cannot let this defilement of nature stand. Are you with me to track down whoever would waste these creatures like this and bring them to
Whole
nature?
life is precious to me, so we definitely need to stop whatever is doing this.
I want to follow the tracks.
Okay. It
I
takes
follow
you.
right behind him.
Okay. It takes you about 30 minutes more. Being careful, try not to lose the tracks. But you arrive to a cave. An opening in the uh, I forgot the starting of the mountains, the lower part.
Okay.
I look into the cave and see if I can see anything with my elven vision.
It's night, but you can ascertain that and the opening goes a little bit inside the slope of the mountain and then begins to go down.
I can't see anything.
I light a torch and start walking in.
I follow right behind.
Okay. What about the Warforge?
I'm going to draw my battle axe. And my shield, and I'm gonna walk behind him.
Okay. As you move closer to the entrance, you hear some noises inside. You cannot ascertain what it is because it is mostly occluded by the echo made from this noise rebounding from the rebounding in the walls of the cave. Unless you want to go further into it, and we'll make a persuasion check.
Perception check, you said?
Yes.
I draw my sword at the sound of the noises and get my shield ready.
I have my staff already drawn. I use it as a walking stick. My perception was 8.
I only rolled
Yeah.
10.
What I've say.
Yeah, I rolled 10 as
Nothing
well.
else. There is no light coming from the cave. You could see until now. You were able to see because of the moonlight that
I lit a
could
torch. I have a
cross.
torch.
Okay. I'm guessing the only one who has dark vision is the moon elf. So you light the torch and begin to go down. It takes you about 1 minute or so, and the presence of rotten smell begin to come from further into the cave. This time the sounds are quite clearer. Um,
Can I do a nature check to identify the smell?
sure, but okay.
5.
It's the same. It's similar to the rotten smell from the corpses from outside. That much you can ascertain. Even but even through the rocky uh, walls of the hall you're walking through, you can now hear some kind of lamentations. Oh, and here and there um, some steps, um, like creaking, and I think that's about it.
Sounds and smells like we're getting close, fellas.
I'm now going to stand beside Caradoc rather than behind him.
Okay. Um. eh, yeah. You can squeeze for the two of you walk beside each other. The opening is not that big for you to be able to walk. Um. Normally.
I step slightly behind him and let him lead the way, though I'll hold the torch.
Okay.
Okay. I start moving on ahead.
Um.
I try to keep an eye out behind us.
Okay. The one who is in front. I want for Carrick to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Carrick or Dart?
Carrick, the moon elf.
Oh,
9.
9. I want you to make a constitution saving throw, please.
5. Always with me, like at the wrong times.
You see how Carrick with his paladin manner of walking inadvertently makes a step further than what he should have, and a cord from the in the lower part of the of the space of the like 10 feet above the floor a sound when he pulled from it, his feet from it, and from one of the sides of the cave, you hear like a hatchet open, and it hits it on the neck, dart, and he drops paralyzed.
So behind me, the paladin drops.
In front of you, he's in front of you.
No, the Warforged was in front of me.
Yeah, I was at the back.
Okay, so Warforge. Okay, so forget what I say. The dart hits the Dark Forge, and I want him to make a. Is your character immune to poison?
No, I'm immune to diseases.
Okay, so roll dexterity and if you fail, you have to roll for Constitution save.
All right, that's only an 8.
Yeah, so roll Constitution save.
Well, that's only an 8.
Okay, so the one who falls paralyzed is the Warforged.
Okay, I use 5 points of my lay on hands to neutralize whatever's going on with him.
Okay. As soon as you begin to do that, you hear from deeper in the cave, steps are coming your way. I want you all to roll initiative.
12.
8.
19.
Okay, something went wrong. So let's go into this. And let me check what you roll, guys. Okay, the first one is it's the firebolt. You hear steps coming the moment your teammate is being healed. What do you do?
Let's see. I cast Shillelagh and stand ready with my quarterstaff. I drop the torch to the side, assuming it doesn't go out, and I stand ready with my magically imbued quarterstaff.
Yeah, the floor and the walls are dry enough for it not to the fire not to snuff out that zone.
I'm gonna stand ready in the first. I'm gonna ready my action, and the first enemy that comes within range, I'm gonna wail on.
Okay, the second one will be yes. You are prepared with your staff, and from the corner of the turn, you see human human-ish creature with a long tongue and pointy ears, is bluish, He's from him the smell of rotten it's coming strongly or from it. Its teeth are quite sharp, and his claws are quite jagged. And he sees you guys and makes an like you kind of think that it's like a delighted delighted expression, and goes to attack you. He's going to make an attack with its claws, and that would be okay. 19. Does 19 hit?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to use my protection feature since I'm still in front of him.
It's not. It's okay. What does your feature make?
If somebody
No,
is
wait.
getting attacked within 5 feet of me, and I can see who's attacking, I can impose disadvantage using my reaction.
But you're prone.
I can still use it. Doesn't say I have to be standing up.
Okay. Let's say to short things again. You could do it like using one of your weapons to try to distract distract the attacker. So I am going to roll again. Okay, this time was lower, so it misses because you distract the creature. And the next one in turn will be okay. Which is your dexterity modifier, Karlik?
+2.
So tied up. You see.
So hold on. Do I not get to attack? He moved into range, and I had a
Okay.
reaction.
Sorry.
Okay, let me do my attack then.
Okay, your attack.
Oh, 23 to hit for 6
It
damage.
hits. Okay, 6 damage. Let me write things down. After you hit with the staff, the paladin begins to move closer to you to help you fight. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Just say what you are going to do.
I was gonna move to the creature and use my longsword.
Is any of you proficient on religion?
Not I.
Not I.
Hell no.
But
Okay.
I rolled a natural 1.
Roll again. Athletics. Roll an athletics check.
6.
You swing wide. Fortunately enough, you don't hit your teammate, but the sword falls further away down the cave behind the creature. And as soon as you miss the attack from the back of the cave, you see an skeletal humanoid walking towards you with a bunch of scraps of a armor, shield, and sword on him or on it. It does not get to you this time, but it's close. The next one will be the robot, like the Warforge.
So I'm laying there, I'm watching Caradoc land a blow on this creature, and I'm satisfied that I managed to take a blow from him. Then Karik runs over on top of me and attacks the creature and is now standing over me. Kind of getting annoyed that everyone's just walking over me. And so I am going to push myself 5 feet underneath the other creature. So I am on my back, looking up to this creature, probably underneath him now.
What? Are you going to stand up?
I am now. I'm going to attempt to pick up the creature and
where
push
it comes
him
from.
into the ceiling.
Sorry, I couldn't understand you well. What I understood is that you want to move to crawl through the floor until you get behind the creature and then stand up.
No, I'm going underneath it, and then I'm going to lift it up as I stand up and push it into the ceiling.
Okay. Sure. Make an acrobatics to walk through your teammates.
He's standing on top of
be
me.
able-
He doesn't have to make this stupid check. 14.
No, because okay, you managed to crouch through your teammates and now made the attack. Or that will be a ram attack, right? So roll for attack.
I'm lifting him up.
Then athletics.
With my bonuses, that is 17.
I'm going to contest it. The creature managed to dodge your attempt, and you end in the back. So basically, you move further, and from the enter of the cave are the paladin and the druid side to side. In front of them is the creature that first arrived, and next to that creature will be you with the paladin sword in the floor, and after that it will be the skeletal creature. Did I make myself clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
And from the corner, you begin to see a humanish face that is kind of partially rotten and is just turning around.
What in the hell have we walked ourselves into here?
Of the round, Caradoc.
Okay, so how far away is the skeletal creature from the paladin?
From the paladin.
Yeah.
Feet 5, 10, around 15, 20 feet.
Okay. So I think that means I can cast Fairy Fire in such a way that it will encompass that creature and anything within it, but not the paladin, right? So I can cast it sort of centered on that creature, and it will go a sort of a 10 feet out from that creature, creating a cube.
It will hit, if you're worried, it will hit both the Warforged and the creature in front of you.
It will hit the Warforged. Then I think I'm not going to do that.
There is another creature further away, like 10 feet more from the skeleton.
So if
No,
I cast
yes,
it on that creature, I can hit that creature and the skeleton, but not the Warforged.
Yes, but does the spell need a attack roll?
It's a save.
Okay.
So let me tell you what it'll be. All right, come on, stupid computer. There we go. So what's my DC? It's basically my DC against a dexterity saving throw. So they have to save against a 12.
Okay. So and the other one would be both safe.
Okay. So any object in that area is now outlined within a blue light. But that's it. That's all it does.
The sword of the paneling is highlighted on the walls.
There you go.
Okay. Next one is uh, Carrick. What are you going to do?
I could cast Ray of Frost without hitting anybody, right?
But
Since
you roll a disadvantage because threatening creature is 5 feet in front of you.
all right. Ten. No,
Who are you
that would
targeting
be
at?
14.
Sorry?
That would be a 14.
Which creature are you targeting?
The one right there at me.
Okay, it hits. Roll damage.
Three.
Okay. After you shoot it with the frost ray, the creature hisses and attacks you. This time is going to be a bite attack.
I'm going to use my protection skill.
What does the protection say again, please?
As long as he's within 5 feet of me and I can see the attacker, I can impose disadvantage using my reaction.
Okay. So let me see. Okay, that will be this. Nope, it misses. It tries to make the bite, but the Warforge kicks it in the knee, and it misses for the disbalance, for unbalance of provoked by the hit. And the next one is the skeleton. I am turning one from the other because the creature that is hitting roll a 12, same as Carrick, and the skeleton roll an 8, same as the Warforge, same as, let me remember the name, Darkforge. Okay, so this turn is the skeleton first. It's going to attack the attack you.
Okay.
So okay, with his short sword ish, because it's rotten. 13.
Not even close, baby.
Okay, it misses. The next one will be you.
I'll attack the skeleton.
Okay, roll an attack.
Uh, 12.
It misses. It hits its shield. Oh well, he parries the wall with its shield. And the last one would be the humanoid creature from the back. It moves closer to you and it attacks you too with an improvised sorry, it's not improvised, with a club. It's kind of a club with a nail. So let me roll. 17.
I blocked that with my shield.
Okay, top of the round.
Okay. I'll attack with my shillelagh against the smelly creature.
It's getting awfully heated up here.
Ooh, 20. I
Hits.
just did 10 damage.
It's a natural 20 or 20 total?
20 total.
Okay, and 10 damage.
10 damage.
The creature reacts. And this turn is first, so it's going to attack you.
Nice.
No, wait.
It doesn't learn, does it?
Let me see the intelligence of the creature. Nope, it does not. It does not learn. It's going to attack him.
Again,
I'm
protect my
again?
teammate. Using my reaction.
Yeah. It's going to use its claws. $15 towards the druid.
That's with disadvantage?
Yes.
It hits.
Ooh. Let's see. 2d4 plus 2, and you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so how much damage?
Let me roll. 9.
9 damage.
Yes.
Oh.
Roll
Wow.
4
Way
and a
out of my
3
weight
plus
class
2.
here. All right, let me do my
Sorry?
Constitution save.
Okay.
Ooh, a natural 20 on my Constitution save. 24.
Okay. You feel how the rotten slash penetrates your skin, and a cold sensation goes through the wound and tries to grapple you from inside, but you shrug off the effect, holding your druid focus.
Okay.
Next one will be the paladin.
Um, I can. I guess I'm.
You can, if you want to recuperate your weapon, you will have to make an athletics to squeeze, or you can use your
Yeah.
dagger. You can cast spells,
I
I
got
guess.
the. I got the guy right there in front of me.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast inflict wounds on him.
Wow. Okay, roll an attack.
A
9.
paladin with inflict wounds? Holy hell.
Yeah. It's strange. Let me check if the paladins have that.
He's a
Paladin.
blackguard.
Wrathful, Thunder Shield, Purified Food, Heroism, Divine Detect. No, paladins do not have inflict wounds unless you have a level in other class.
Okay, I might have looked at that wrong. I'll just do Ray of Frost again.
Let me say what you can. You can cast Bless. I'm guessing you have to pick for one set number of spells from those. Bless, Command, Compel Duel, Cure Wounds, Detect Evil, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease, Divine Favor, Heroism, Protection from Evil and Good, Purify Food and Drink, Searing Smite, Shield of Fate, Thunderous Smite, and Wrathful Smite. I think Searing Smite and Thunderous Smite are the ones who can deal damage. If you want to pick one of those,
Well,
or Wrathful
ensnaring
Smite.
strike. I'd have to hit him with a weapon in order for that to do any good. Yeah,
You have
I
to.
guess I'll draw my dagger and jab at him with it.
Okay, run attack.
Natural 20.
Okay, roll damage.
Wrong dice. 5.
Are you going to use your spell?
No. No, I got him with the dagger instead.
5.
I'll have to go back through and find a different spell.
Yeah. As you sink the blade of your dagger, the creature screech in pain and drops dead. Next one will be the uh, Warforge, Darkforge Scout Shield.
All right. I'm going to attack the skeleton.
Okay. Roll.
I could roll better today. That'd be great. 14.
It hits.
10 damage.
Wow. Okay, you chop off the arm of the skeleton that is holding the shield. And the next turn is the skeleton, and is going to attack you. $15.
That bounces off my armor.
Okay. Then is the turn of the zombie. Okay, again with its club-like weapon. Natural 20.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking hit me.
Are you sure?
I mean, if this was 3.5, I'd have the power of total defense at my head. But it's not.
Okay, let's roll. It's 2d6 plus 1. Yeah. You take 7 points of damage. And top of the round, Druid. In front of you is the body of the creature that was hissing, stabbed finally by the paladin on your side. 10 feet in front of you is your other teammate fighting a zombie and a skeleton, and at its side in the floor is the sword still glowing by your spell.
Okay. I'm going to cast Produce Flame at the skeleton.
Roll, I'm guessing it's an attack.
Mm-hmm. Oof. 5.
5. It misses.
All right, I'm going to step back about 15 feet from the fray.
Okay. The next one is the paladin.
All right, I'm gonna attack this guy again with my dagger.
Oh, wait. Did you roll a 1 on the attack? The Gerald, hold your roll. Did Eric roll a
Did I
1?
roll one? Yes.
Then you have to roll an Arcana check.
Okay, is that part of the PHB? I thought we were following the base rules.
I don't know. They make me roll a confirmation for the failure. For the country pack roll.
Okay. Critical failure is not part of 5e, but
Yeah.
whatever. I'll do it. So you want me to just roll what, a 20?
Arcana.
Oh, Arcana. Okay, just a second. 18.
Yeah. You manage to get hold of the flame, and it does not burn you. Now, Gerald, sorry for the interruption. What were you going to do? What were you Iscaric going to do?
That's fine. He's gonna attack again with his dagger, and that's a 16
To whom?
to the same guy right there.
It's down. That one, the one was in front of you, the
Okay, so
creature.
he's done for.
Let's call it a ghoul, just for putting it a
Okay.
name. Okay,
Uh,
the ghoul quotes.
I'm gonna use my movement to get to my sword and my axe to
Okay.
pick it up.
Okay. Next one will be this time goes first. He's going to swing. He's going to swing at the one who is at the moment threatening. So to the Warforged for 16 points of for 16 of attack. Okay, your turn.
I retaliate.
Go ahead.
19 against the skeleton.
It hits.
And that's 12.
The skeleton receives the blow on the face, and it crumbles down to the floor. It dies. Next one will be the zombie. Since it's a stupid creature, it does not run away. It keeps fighting and attacks you. For a 20,
Yeah, that hits.
6 points of damage.
All right, I start to spark a bit.
Okay. Top of the round, the druid. Kara.
Yeah, I'm gonna do produce flame again.
Okay, roll.
There we go. 18 to hit.
It hits.
8 damage.
Let me check something. Okay. Can you repeat me what type of damage does the cantrip do?
Fire.
Okay. Next one will be the paladin. You have your sword in your hand.
I am going to move to the skeleton.
The skeleton is down. The only one standing
Okay,
is the zombie.
I don't know how I keep missing this. Okay, I'm gonna move to him and attack him then with my longsword.
Okay.
Well, I rolled an 18, so
Yes.
and I'm gonna expend a spell slot for divine smite.
Okay.
And that's a total of 17 damage.
Does the smite add a type of damage?
Yeah, it it does an additional damage, radiant damage to the target.
And it was 15?
17.
17, okay. How do you want to do this?
Just straight across the shoulders.
So you slice, you leave the weapon, claim the name of your deity or your sacred oath, and swing, slashing the torso of the zombie, and it explodes, uh, eh, showering all your teammates and you with viscera and rodent corpse parts, and it
I'm
falls
standing a
in.
good 20 feet back. If it flies 20 feet, I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, he killed in one hit, 17 points. So yes, maybe a bit of one or two bones reach you. Well, bone, no, pieces of bone reach you. But the zombie drops dead.
I cheer. Yes.
Was that some sort of wild animal?
Yes.
So the three undead creatures uh, lie in the floor in front of you. What are you going to do?
Is the ghoul body still intact?
Yes. Well, it's damaged by the hits it received. Yes. The only piercing wound was the dagger. So yes, it's in pretty good conditions. Quote. Quotes.
I crush its head with my foot.
Okay. Roll on athletics.
I really have to roll athletics to put my 300 pounds on its fucking head. 16.
It caves down, but it does not explode.
I want to pick up my torch and search the cave, see if we got everything, and see if there's any valuables.
Roll investigation, please.
I'm going to help him with this task.
Okay, so assist
Yeah.
or for yourself.
I'm rolling for myself, but I'm helping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Roll for yourself
Uh,
because I rolled 12, and on my advantage roll, I rolled a 12. So there you go.
Okay, well, that's good because I got an 18.
I got a 13.
Being used to the cavern-like environment, the Warforge surprisingly managed to scout down. You managed to dodge through two more traps. You think of the with similar effects. And when you arrive to the end of the cave, you see a small room. One at one side there is I forgot the word, um like when a pulpit, something like a pulpit, and you can when the where the priests put the tome to read.
Yeah, that works. Pulpit.
And on the further wall there is a chest and some books around it, and at the other side there is a bed, and some more books on a small table, a big table.
No other valuables, just books.
If you want, you can search in the pulpit and in the uh, chest.
If I'm playing true to character, I wouldn't. Furbugs don't actually care about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Fine then. I am going to start digging through the ball pit.
You find a vial with a liquid, bluish, and um, a symbol on a symbol engraved on a metallic plate of 2 by 2 inches, around 22 inches, and a tome over the pulpit.
On the what over the pulpit?
A tome, Tome, Tome. Like a book, big book.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know enough to actually look at the engraving or the vial or the tome, so I just pass them off to Caradoc, see if he's interested in them.
I look at them, I smell them, stick my tongue on the metal plate, and I pass them on. They hold no interest for me.
Okay.
I'll find out what this is when we get back to town.
Okay. Are you going to search in the chest?
How heavy's the bed?
Human size.
Okay, I want to push it into the chest and move it around a bit.
Huh? Can you explain me how are you going to do that?
I'm going to just push the bed into the chest and hopefully move them both.
Roll
Just slide it
athletics.
across the floor.
So, like, you're trying to check if the chest is sitting on a pressure plate?
Yeah, or tripwire or anything. I don't know
Nope.
why I'm rolling athletics, but 11.
Yeah. You managed to move it a little bit, but there is no plate on the chest. Oh, under the chest.
All right. Then I go over to open it.
Roll the dexterity save throw.
18.
Yeah, you managed to dodge the dart that comes from inside the chest, and the dart sinks in. No, hits the wall and drops.
I was going to say, sinks into my flesh and takes those last 3 hit points away.
No. Unless he rolls a 1 or something like that, I don't know. In the chest, you find some clothes. You find a smaller tome, a book, and you find a pouch containing Um, Let me roll for that. Let's see. 20 gold pieces and a pearl.
What was that last one? A barrel?
Pearl. P-A-P-E-R-L.
Oh, a pearl.
While this is going on, I'm going to burn my last spell slot and cast Goodberry and heal myself up to full.
Okay.
And that's everything from the chest?
Let me check. A couple of it's clothes. A couple of I forgot. Shoes and no, nothing more. Oh wait, yes, you find a wand.
I put it all in my backpack. Slightly disappointed. I want to flip over the chest.
Nothing else comes from it, but you can take it with you if you want to. You will have a chest, 10 by 10 foot. Sorry, that will be 10. Will be 5 by 5 by 2.5 foot.
Nah, I just want to flip it.
Okay.
And I turned around and said, that was unremarkably disappointing. All I found were these things.
I want to take a closer look at the wand.
I mean, it's just a stick, but here you go. I give it to him.
Okay. What are you looking to find about?
I am going to cast Detect Magic on that wand.
You do not find magic per se on the wand. Maybe a bit of how I say um, a small traces of magic. You are guessing that this is a focus of some sort, but not a magic item. But you detect magic from the vial, from the liquid on the vial.
Okay, do we have the player's handbook rule that a small sip is enough to identify?
Um, if you want to try it, but that will be an arcana check, and it will be based on the lore, not as a pure identification like the spell. So go ahead. Oh wait, you're proficient in herbalism. No, you can identify it. It's
Yeah.
a healing potion.
Nice. Hey guys, this is a healing potion.
Where was that a couple minutes ago?
It was right here in this chest. You kicked
No.
over.
Huh. You're actually right.
You should hold on to that.
Who?
Let me roll
Who,
something.
Me?
Mhm.
I hate to be a bother, but it's probably best that we move back to our wagons.
Mhm.
Yes, let's move back to our wagons.
I start heading back.
Mhm. Okay.
Remembering to avoid the traps that are outside because we couldn't disarm them.
Okay. On your way back, um, you hear in the distance some laughing, uh, female laughing, but you cannot ascertain the direction.
I stop, I turn around, and I bellow, if you continue to desecrate nature, know that I will be back for you.
No, no, wait. I did not. I didn't explain myself. You go out of the cave, pass around the mount of corpses, move further away, like 6 hours later. You hear the laugh of two female voices in the distance.
Ah.
Do you guys hear that?
I do. It's none of our concern.
Sounds
Laughter
like
is a good sign.
It's not an evilish laughter, not an it's like a woman having fun. Well, a couple of laughers.
Yeah. I say we move on.
It's nice to see people enjoying themselves.
Then should we go investigate?
I don't
Why,
hear sounds of distress.
why disturb them?
There's a part of me that's like the Warforged construct half of me that's like, you should listen to them. There's nothing important going on over there. But then my human half of me is going, but I want to see what's going on. What are they having fun with? So I'm like, well, I just start heading over there.
And the other two, are you going to let him?
I
Go ahead.
I guess I'll follow behind him to make sure he doesn't get himself in trouble.
I turn to the guard and say, keep watch, and then, yeah, I follow.
Okay. So you arrive at the you are for you to know, you arrive at the cave at around middle of the night, and you were moving back 6 hours, so it's the sun is coming out. It's sundown.
Wait, how many
You
hours
are
has it been
tired.
since last time? Since we last rested?
Let's say that since you were busy watching and collecting the hours of sleeping, sleep further away, so you have about 2 hours till you get 1 point of exhaustion.
No, how many hours has it been since we
Since-
last left? Like since I last rested.
So 24 minus 2.
Oh, 2 hours
22.
ago I shut down.
Well, so hold on a second. If we left the cave and it was dark, which it would have been, I don't think we would have continued. We would have set up camp. You don't take a wagon through the forest in the middle of the night. There's too many ways for your horse to break a leg, or just too much that could happen. I don't think an experienced
Okay.
woodman would agree to travel at night like that
Okay.
with a wagon, fully loaded wagon.
So what I'm saying basically is you have to move 6 hours back from the cave to where the last time where you left your horses last time, or if you want to go and make a camp closer to that, it's up to you.
Oh, they're gonna have to, because as soon as 2 hours ago I shut down.
Okay.
So we're walking and then I become inactive and just flop on the ground.
So it's 5 days since you go out from the city, and that morning you hear the laughter of the ladies, and you
Okay.
are arrested.
And we were arrested. All right.
hate when that
Fair enough.
happens.
Now I go explore, knowing that we're,
Okay, yeah.
we're fully rested and nobody broke a leg trying to walk in the dark.
Okay. Yeah, we go check.
So you go check like that.
Yep.
I want to remember you guys. You have not used stealth rolls during all the session, and those are there for a reason.
You have no what? I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
You have not used stealth.
Got it.
Like-
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I'm a 300-pound, 7.5-foot giant.
I'm a 300-pound metal construct that is incredibly shiny.
I'm
Yeah,
a clumsy paladin in chainmail.
as far as the rules say, if you want to try and stealth, you can try.
So,
the only thing will be
here's
roll
what I-
at disadvantage.
Here's what I want to do. I want to cast Disguise Self on myself to look like a nondescript 5-foot human male, and
Okay.
then I will stealthily approach the laughter.
I'm gonna walk. Curiosity consumes me.
And I rolled a natural 1 on stealth. So it's 3 if you follow the rules, but yeah, not good.
Yeah. You're walking through the forest and stepping on every one single branch on the floor.
Such an awesome druid, right?
Professional.
He's used to longer legs.
Okay. Well, you are arrived first. I'm guessing is you give more a bit of space to the druid, and since you are a druid and you are a fireball, you immediately identify this. These are 2 dryad running across the smash patch of field that is kind of an open, and there is water pool like uh, and in the pool there is a water nymph, and they are playing. The water nymph is splashing on them water, and they are enjoying the time. With all that noise, they could hear you. Let's say that the last few feet, 150 feet, they keep quiet. But as soon as you arrive and see you, they say, "Oh, it was you."
I wave.
I dispel my disguise, as there's no point with dryads and water nymphs, and greet them appropriately in Druidic.
Okay, they smile and they answer you back on Druidic.
Okay. So, I turn to my companions and say, these are just creatures of the forest. There's really no reason to disrupt their play.
I'm just gonna set my belongings down onto the land, and I'm gonna walk into the lake.
Okay.
And then I'm going to wave at the water nymph.
What can you specify what I'm intending to do, please?
That's all I'm doing. I'm walking into the lake, and I'm going to look at her under the water, and I'm going to wave at her.
With which purpose? Just say hi?
I'm saying to say hi.
Okay. They wave back.
Meeting new people.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I want you to roll a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Just because. And since you are with a druid, you get advantage.
Oh, good. That didn't help me at all. I got a 5.
Nope. No, they wave you back like nothing else. They are quite strange. Look at you, but like they kind of take you for granted. Like per hour, like I forgot the word. Like some stuff, like a sofa or something like that.
I roll my eyes and reach in. I'm hoping he's not so far out that I would have to get completely drenched. Kind of reach in to the water and tap him on the shoulder and say, "Get out of there."
I kind of shrug my shoulders and lift my hands like, why?
I'm just watching the show.
I just kind of shake my head, stupid metal man, and start walking back to the caravan, to the wagon.
Are you going to leave him alone?
Yep.
The paladin, what he's going to do?
Hope you don't rust.
I'm going to try and persuade him to head back to the guild.
You do not roll against other PC. You can chat, but you do not roll against each other.
I think now would be a good time to get back to the guild and show them what we have.
I kind of just walk out of the water. And the water just kind of runs off of me. And I say, very well.
Yeah. Okay.
belongings, and I start heading back to the wagons.
And out of character, guys,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to keep going much longer. It's about midnight here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are going to finish. So you head back to the wagon. You chat with the hireling, and you set back foot back to the town, to the city. Takes another day, so it's 6 day total. You were outside the city, and a total of 15 per 6 is 30,
90.
90 gold pieces. For the rare rare uh, herbs, you get 5 gold pieces each. For the uncommon, you get 2 pieces each, and if you want to sell the normal ones, it will be just one for 10 each.
So 1 gold for 10 each.
For 10 of the normal ones, so it's like 1 silver per unit. Tell me the total and let's see if I adjust it, because I might have been harsh on you. So if you get lower than what you have to pay the the mercenary, let's say that you get that covers at least.
So we get 180 gold plus the 150 gold, right?
Each
How
one of
much
you
was it
gets
for-
50.
How much was it
aside
for
what you,
the
sorry?
rare? How
Sorry?
much was it for the rare?
For the rare, it's 5 each. 5 gold coins each.
Okay.
So you get 90 plus minus. Okay, so you have to spend half what you earn to pay the the mercenary.
That wasn't the deal.
No, he gets. You will have to pay him 90. So basically, you lose one from selling.
So my math says we get 81.67 gold each after everything's said and done. Not counting the 20 gold, not counting what we'd get for selling the pearl, not counting any of that. Just this plus the 150.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good amount. And they are going to go and investigate the plants you got, see if they can plant them. And that's it for the session, unless you want to do something else or you want to state what are you going to do in your downtime.
So I'm gonna level up in my downtime.
Yes.
And then I think we should sell or return to the guild, our treasure here, and get something back for it, whatever that might end up being.
So basically, when you're going to inspect the book, the small book is not small in size, but in the number of pages. You identify it as an spell book. It has 6 first level spells. If you want to find someone who wants to sell them, and the pearl is around 100 gold pieces. One of the spells is identify and the tome is just um, like in religious lore. The symbol, it's an evil deity. I am not going to bother telling you which one is, unless you want to search specifically for that. And I think that's it. The selling price, unless you want to roll for it, it will be half value. Except the book, you have to find someone who is interested in in buying the book.
So, do we know how much the how much did you say the symbol was worth? Nothing.
2 gold pieces.
2 gold. So it's 122 gold, not counting the small book and the tome.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Half the value of total.
Half the value of that. Okay. I'm happy just taking 20 gold and calling it a day for myself. And I think I got the health potion. So
Indeed, you did.
I'm happy with just taking 20 gold and walking away, and any other proceeds these two guys
Okay.
can deal with themselves.
Okay. Good night and thank you for playing.
Okay, I'm planning on joining again tomorrow night. Are you going to DM then as well?
Yes.
Cool. We can try out our druid barbarian, which will be interesting to see.
Mm.
That's why you have such a low wisdom score.
It's part of the reason, but yeah, I'm thinking a bear totem barbarian, a moon circle druid will probably kick much ass.
That's a good combination.
Yeah, I think it ought to be kind of brutal.
Okay.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
So, did you want to do something else?
I don't really have anything to say to Karuk. Besides, it was nice fighting with him.
Nice fighting with you also.
That
Okay.
neutralized poison was very useful.
I will send you the spells in the book later. And the tome is religious lore. You don't. If you want to sell it or donate it to the guild.
Yeah, we can. Well, we can donate both of them to the guild, really.
That's interesting.
All right, I think that's it for me. I don't have anything else.
And then let's finish here. Thank you for playing. Those who are looking or will look in the future, thank you for watching. And see you next time.
See you, everyone.
Bye.